you to take it this far? What do I know? What do I know? No, I know I'm so. And I never thought that I would take it this far. What do you know? Say, what do you know? No. Welcome to the More Life Podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Dash Cash. So shit, you know how we started. We got them bangers playing every single episode.
It's the More Life Podcast with Dash Cash.
You really mad about the truthful nigga? Fuck your feelings.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go ahead and get into it. So share how y'all feeling today. I'm feeling good. Back here for another one. And shit, you know I have to start it off with that classic Yay. Shit. Oh, my bad. That's the monster coming out of me. The shit flashing lights by that nigga Yay though. Shit, damn. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see. Speaking of that nigga Ye, for real shit, I just seen he got back on Twitter, cause of Elon Musk. He fucking letting people get back on there. He reinstated Donald Trump the other day too. And then I seen that Ye, he running for president. What is that? 2024. He announced that, but Donald Trump announced that shit too though the other day. So, I mean, it could be that similar situation from before, how they said, like, Ye was just a cog in the machine to help steal votes away from the from the Democrats and shit like that. But who knows? I don't know. I really could care less about politics for real. But salute to that nigga Ye for making them heaters back in the day. As long as he making them flamers, and shit, we all good. And speaking of them flamers, I listened to that Flamers 5 by Meek Millie that had dropped, what was that, Friday? I think it was Friday. Shit. It's cool. I'm rocking with it. He got some remixes on there. He got remixed, what was it, that Big Stunner. He remixed that Wait For You or Wait For Me, some shit. He remixed that fucking Munch song. I have to skip that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even really trying to hear no nigga really like rapping that style for real. It's like, oh girl and shit. I'm cool and shit. That shit sound better on mute. Word to my nigga Drizzy. But yeah, shit. It's basically like I never heard of any other Flamers before. I didn't know if like Flamers 5 was supposed to be like a tie-in to the Dream Chasers, because he never had a Dream Chasers 5. I don't think so. And shit, if I'm mistaken, he ended that shit with 4 before. But and I seen like they got a fake playlist. What is it on YouTube where it's they trying to market it as Dream Chasers 5 and shit, and they put it out like he dropped a couple packs back in 2016 when he had them songs dissing Drake and shit. Like, but he had dropped some heaters. It was like 2 different little packs though that had like 3 or 4 songs in it, and then they tried to label that as Dream Chasers 5 though on the streaming services and shit. So it's like he trying to finesse the system. But that Flamers 5 though is straight though. What else? Let's see. I listened to that motherfucking KD3 by that nigga Nas. That boy was spitting. Shit, I had a pod, like I said before, I was talking about this shit last week, because I had listened to this CD originally when it first came out. I done heard it a few times now. I'm rocking with it. He got plenty of motherfucking songs on there. Let me look at the track list, because I could run y'all down some of my favorite ones. Let's see. That motherfucking Nas. Nasty Nas, nigga. KD3, King's Disease 3. He started it off hot with that Ghetto Reporter. Then what else? Shit. Legit Straight, Thun is Straight. I'm fucking with that Michael and Quincy. That 30 is my shit. Hood to Hood, my shit. What else? I'm on Fire. I'm digging that and shit. That What the Fuck SMH. I'm fucking with that. That fucking First Time, Beef, Till My Last Breath. And they got other songs. Like, for real, the whole thing is like, I don't think there's no skips on there and shit. Like, I'm digging that whole thing. And I mean, shit, that leads to the next thing. I know, shit, y'all probably heard about how 21 Savage was saying that nigga Nas was irrelevant and shit like that. And I had heard the full Clubhouse fucking, it's not an interview or whatever, but I guess like talking section, conversation, that's what it is. I heard the whole Clubhouse conversation as they was discussing it and shit. And 21 was saying like he felt like Nas is irrelevant. He just got a good fan base and he makes good ass music. So that's why like he's still gonna do I think Nas did like 38K or something like that. And you know, that's what a lot of people doing. Unless you Drizzy or somebody like that, like you pretty much doing that. But nonetheless, they clipped just that part though. Like, cause 21 went in depth with it. He was saying like, as far as like the mainstream level, like how you got social media popping and shit like that, to him, like that's what relevancy is. And for real, that's what it is nowadays. Like, you gotta be popping online for real to be considered relevant. You gotta have the songs being played on the radio. Like, they said Nas won a Grammy 2 years ago for I think it might have been that first King's Disease. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even know. Like, I never heard none of the songs up there being played. Like, real talk, like they never played none of them. So I'm like, these people that's trying to say he relevant and shit, y'all not bumping his shit out there. So, you know, like shit, Nas' brother came out, was saying that shit, like fuck 21 Savage basically. Like shit, Nas spitting the real bars, which you can't really compare the two. Cause I'll say like 21 Savage, it's just like, it's so many different types of styles. It would be like trying to compare Screamo rock to fucking, I say alternative and shit. Alternative way different from Screamo and shit. So it's like, yeah, trying to fucking compare hardcore rap to like, I don't know. I mean, 21 Savage is more like I feel like more now, so it's like rappers that's on the mainstream, they more wavy and shit. Like that's pretty much what music is. Like, I mean, that's even the type of music that I like to make, but you gotta make it like suit you though, shit. But like most beats now, like, and most rappers, like shit, we picking beats that we can float on and shit, like shit that sound cool, like, or at least to me, like yeah, I'ma always come with my bars, but shit, I gotta make sure that shit sound wavy too, nigga. I need to make sure motherfuckers can jig to that shit or something. Like, nigga, we two-stepping doing something to that shit. So I understand what 21 Savage was saying. I would say Nas is irrelevant as well. As same thing with plenty of other old school rappers. But as I always say, like, as long as you build up your fan base, man, you always gonna be doing your shit. Like, and Nas got a pretty solid fan base. Like I said, you can obviously see the difference between him and the Jay-Z. Like, yeah, they're both legends, but Jay always relevant and shit. That's the difference. Jay always gonna sell hella, no matter what. The streaming era shit don't mean nothing. Eminem always gonna sell something and shit, always. And his shit is gonna be on them white radio stations. Jay-Z shit gonna be on the radio, but that's because they got them that pull like that though. And if it make a song with somebody like Ariana or Beyonce or Juice WRLD, that shit gonna be on fucking black stations and shit. That Godzilla nigga, I heard that shit on black stations. That Love the Way You Lie and shit, I used to hear that shit. Even that Weak Ass Monster song by M and fucking bro, that's one of the worst songs that nigga ever made. Oh no, it ain't worse than that Walk on Water that he got with Beyonce. That's the worst motherfucking Eminem song ever, nigga. They played that bullshit on the Wiz here, man. I was like, what is the world coming to? I'm like, they ain't never played Eminem a day in their motherfucking life, and now they want to play that bullshit. They could have picked their hottest songs off his fucking album. But that was with that revival and shit, man. But you know, shit, I know what 21 Savage was getting at with that irrelevancy shit. Also with Nas though, shit, I seen his house was broken into. That was like right when his CD dropped. Now, Nas typically ain't the one for the clout chasing, but shit, that nigga might have been for the album and shit. Maybe it's like that extra story to go with it. Boom, they gonna put out that his house was broken into, but also he just released a CD at the same time. That shit would be in the article along with his house being broken into and shit. Like, and that's a way for him to just, I mean, I don't know if they stole anything up out of there. I'm not for sure. Now if they got away with shit or whatever, you never know. I mean, but maybe insurance claim. He could be doing insurance fraud. He is a nigga from New York. Never get it fucked up. Them niggas still grimy. It don't matter how far that nigga done came. He's still grimy, nigga. All New York niggas is grimy, nigga. What else though? Let's see. Let's talk about the Grammys and shit. They put out the nominations. Let me look at the list, cause I think that shit was weak. It was weak. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start it off with the AMAs, cause the AMAs was the other day. Let's talk about who was winning there, and also how they tried to do my nigga Breezy dirty and shit. So my nigga Chris Breezy was supposed to fucking perform and shit the other day, and I guess he was gonna do a tribute to Michael Jackson, and it was like the 15th year anniversary or some shit. Like, it's some anniversary. Oh, maybe 25, no, 40 years since Thriller came out. That's what it is, the 40th anniversary of Thriller and shit. So he was gonna do a tribute to Mike Jack, along with like a few of his other songs blended in there and shit. So last minute, the AMAs canceled on him and shit. You know, Chris Brown was mad. He made his post, but he still put up his performance that he was gonna do. He just did it in his own studio with his dancers and shit like that. Put it out, and shit. You know, people came to his defense, which I was surprised, because a lot of people typically try to bash that nigga at any chance they get. Like, people been on Chris Brown head since he smacked up Rihanna back in the day. And it's like, I mean, shit, haven't he shown that he didn't change from that? Like, it hasn't been no proven stories that he didn't beat anybody else. That Karrueche girl tried to say that he beat her and shit. There was never no proof, never no evidence and shit that came out. She was only granted the fucking protection order because Chris Brown already had prior shit going on. Well, it was another chick that lied in his house saying that he pulled a gun out on her and shit and was holding everybody hostage. That turned out to be a lie too. So it's like, I mean, shit, they've been trying to get that nigga the fuck up out of here forever. And Juelz was just saying too, cause that nigga Juelz Santana was on fucking Vlad. He was talking about an old story where shit, he was saying like, what label is Juelz on? Fucking was it like Atlantic or something like that? Maybe it's Capitol. Def Jam. That's what it was. That nigga might still be on Def Jam, but shit, he was saying like, he had a song with Chris Brown. This was back in like 2009 or some shit. And he was saying he was trying to have that be his lead single. And Def Jam ain't want to put it out like as that. They was trying to get, they told him Trey Songz instead and shit. And Juelz told him, well, Trey cool, but I prefer Chris to be on this and shit. Like, I could do another song with Trey Songz and shit, a different song, like. And they was like, nah, you know, the stuff with Rihanna and everything. And Def Jam, Jay-Z was the president at the time of Def Jam. So they was like, shit, it's kind of coming from him, but it ain't coming from Jay. Like, Jay didn't necessarily tell them not to put Chris Brown on there, but it was implied. And they knew if they put that nigga Breezy on there, Jay-Z was gonna shut that shit down. Like Jay-Z apparently the one, he won't let Chris Brown make no songs with Beyonce. Apparently that nigga Breezy was trying to get one with her, and I ain't necessarily no Beyonce fan, but I ain't gonna hold you. B and fucking CB make a fucking nigga, they make a cut. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit gonna be flames. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all gonna see Beyonce get washed on the motherfucking track by that nigga Chris Brown though. I'm not gonna hold you. Chris Brown will wash damn near anybody on it. I'm pretty sure. Chris Brown will wash anybody on the motherfucking track and shit. Anybody. You see, he got Drake up out of there on the track and shit. I mean, maybe they might need a few more songs, but I'm like, shit, Chris Brown part on that No Guidance was definitely better than Drake's and shit. I'm like, who else? Shit, just male fucking artist wise, like, because Drake was singing on that shit. He got songs with R. Kelly. I feel like Chris Brown got R. Kelly the fuck up out of there. The songs he got with Usher, Chris Brown washed Usher on the motherfucking tracks. Except for that party though. That party, they was pretty much equal. Like Usher was going in on that shit. I fuck with his verse on there and shit. But nonetheless though, you know, man, shit is just all these high up corporations. They go to try to blackball people to fucking pander to whoever might be they darling. So Chris Brown, he got canceled from that AMAs. I think they put out a statement, AMAs, who they owned by CBS or something like that. They put out a statement saying that like they didn't allow him to perform. Like they hit him up last minute too, pretty much, was just that fuck shit. But pretty much they were saying they didn't allow him to perform because creative issues or some shit. He didn't fit into the show, which I'm like, that's bullshit. Why contact this man and even have him set it up? Why have him go through the hassle of fucking doing the rehearsals and all that shit, bro? I'd be heated. And they were showing like the viewership from the show, and Chris Brown put up his numbers, the people that view his shit, because he put it out at the same time, I guess. I think AMAs only had like 3 million viewers tops, and his video had like 11 million or something. So it's just like, I mean, shit. Chris Brown gonna continue to shine, man. He always put out bangers. I'm not gonna hold you, like, shit. And that's not just, I'm not only saying that because I am a fan of the music, like, bro, that is like, when we talking artistry, now, shit, when we get into just artistry, he at the top of the list and shit. Him and Drake is 1A, 1B when we talking artistry and shit. Shit, he always gonna shine through. Chris Brown always got a song on the radio. It's never not a time that he don't got a song on the radio. Whether he on the hook or it's actually his shit, like, bro, it's never not a time. So he gonna continue to shit on these niggas no matter what, you know, putting on for the light-skinned niggas, you know. Salute to my nigga Breezy for putting on for the light-skinned niggas and shit. But let's look at these motherfucking AMAs winners and shit. Yeah, let's see. Is it gonna show me? Is it gonna show me? Is it gonna show me? Ooh, okay, so we're gonna start it with Artist of the Year. It was Taylor Swift. What the fuck? Then she just now drop a CD. How was she? I have not heard nobody talk about Taylor Swift till probably the past few weeks when she just now put out a CD. How the fuck is she Artist of the Year? I could see if they did it next year, but she was going up against Drake. Bad Bunny? I don't listen to Bad Bunny, but I know that nigga do numbers. If I'm mistaken, he's the biggest artist in the world, period, right now. And shit, period. And his numbers is shitting on other motherfuckers like crazy. Like, bro, I thought Drake and Beyonce do numbers until I seen them Bad Bunny numbers, nigga. It's something else, like, that nigga captivate the whole world. Cause like, shit, also real quick with Bad Bunny, like most of his shit is in Spanish, but like, yeah, us as Americans, pretty much all of us don't speak Spanish, But if you go to other countries around the world, they speak hella different languages, and one of them languages happen to be Spanish. Just think shit. It's plenty of countries over there in Europe. I would say like Spain, Portugal, Italy and shit, like places over there in that region. I mean, even though Italian, like if you speak that, it's a little different from Spanish, or even speaking Portuguese is a little different from Spanish, but it's pretty much all the same language. It's damn near just like the dialects is a little different and shit, and certain things that you say. So like, it would be like us speaking American English versus UK English and shit. How we wouldn't know, they could be saying certain things and we think like, but what the fuck is you talking about? But they mean something completely different. It's like that type shit. They pretty much use the same exact verbiage. It's just different meanings and shit. But I was surprised Bad Bunny ain't get that shit over motherfucking Taylor Swift. Then they got Harry Styles on there. I didn't even know that nigga put out music still. I thought he was an actor. I thought this nigga was in Eternals. I thought he was fucking, what is his name, Eros? Fucking Starfire, Star Fox, some shit. But Taylor Swift was Artist of the Year. New Artist of the Year was Dove Cameron. Who the fuck is Dove Cameron? And they got Lotto on it? How is Lotto under the New Artist of the Year? Bro, I swear that bitch been out for like 3 years, bro. Maybe 2. She was definitely out during quarantine and shit. So I'm like, damn, she's not no new artist though. Collab of the Year. Winner was Elton John and Dua Lipa. Never heard that shit either. Don't want to. But how they went, I don't know. Well, y'all them songs trash. Let's see, favorite male pop artist, Harry Styles. I don't even know how Harry Styles got, like, bruh, I don't hear nobody talk about that nigga putting out no songs. Only time I heard of that nigga is him smashing Olivia Wilde and him being in the fucking Eternals, bruh. Other than that, I don't hear no shit about that nigga. And once he got that shit over Bad Bunny and Drake, bro, fuck out of here. Who the voters for this shit? Favorite female pop artist, and that's just me. You know what? In the streets, nigga, I know everybody know who the fuck Drake is. Everybody hear that Drake song on the radio. Trust, it ain't nowhere you gonna go where you're not gonna hear that nigga Drizzy and shit. Favorite female pop artist, Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised she got that over Beyonce and shit. And that's because Beyonce dropped that CD. And I ain't gonna lie, I haven't necessarily heard her music for real being played. Other than it's a song that, I don't know, they doing like a TikTok challenge or something. And that's the only one that I hear over and over and over and over and over. But I'm surprised B ain't get that and shit. Like I said, and I ain't even the biggest Beyonce fan, but I can appreciate the talent. Like when I tell you, bro, like the talent that she got is like crazy, man. Like I have to be a hating ass nigga to not acknowledge the talent, and she more talented than probably, I'll say she's the most talented female singer of all time, other than Rihanna. And on the mic and shit, cause Beyonce got the dancing and shit. Rihanna is not fucking dancing for real. She go do some basic ass shit. She gonna have dancers around her though and shit, but B know how to fucking dance for real. You know, shit. And then I mean, people, they be sucking the music. I mean, she got probably at least like, I'll say at least 5 songs that I fuck with out of her whole catalog and shit. And she been out for what, 20 some years, so I mean shit. But what else? Favorite pop duo or group, BTS. I ain't surprised because I hear BTS hella. I've never heard their music, but I hear the name though, and I hear that they popping and shit hella. And shit hella. They big with the kids and shit, I guess. Favorite pop album was Taylor Swift Red, Taylor's version. I think that's a remake of an old CD. And that won album of the year. Well, pop album of the year. Shit, I guess. I'm surprised over that Beyonce. Once again, I'm surprised over that Beyonce. But that just show you Taylor Swift shut shit down. I ain't gonna hold you. She is the biggest fucking white artist probably out. The biggest pop artist shit. Whatever shit you wanna call her out, nigga. See, favorite pop song that went to Harry Styles as it was. Never heard that shit. Like, the other songs that was on there, never heard of them. But also, I don't listen to pop music though. I listen to rap, R&B, shit like that. I do listen to old rock songs though. Like, I got some old rock songs on my playlist still, and shit that I fucks with. And a few country songs, like some old, like, but they more like the country with, like, it's like that country rock though, like where it's like, yeah, they got the acoustic guitars, but like that shit more rockish though and shit. But nonetheless, favorite music video that went to Taylor Swift as well. Damn, they just, I don't know. You know how some industry people, like, they'll sweep up at these award shows. I mean, the fact that, like, I have not heard nobody talking about this Taylor Swift shit. Now, granted, I'm not around white people like that. So, I mean, or even I say this, I'm not around fucking young females and shit. And my girl, yeah, she listen to white bitches. Like, she like Demi Lovato and shit like that. But, she ain't listening to no motherfucking Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit, I'm pretty sure nobody around her other than maybe her younger sister probably ain't know that Taylor Swift had a fucking CD coming out of shit. Like, bro, don't nobody, I thought Taylor Swift was done making music. I'm not even gonna hold you. Until they said that she had just dropped some new shit. And she was remaking all her old albums. So maybe that's what she been doing, but I'm like, bro, I thought she was done. Favorite female country artist, we can skip that. Skip that country shit. Favorite male hip-hop artist was Kendrick. I ain't surprised that they gonna suck his dick and shit. I mean, it's like Kendrick is great, but I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, mainstream do be fucking glizzy gobbling that nigga. And I don't even see how, who is he the favorite male hip-hop artist of? Please tell me. And shit, I never hear that. Like, I swear it's not one nigga out there that can tell you that Kendrick is their favorite rapper that I'm talking to. He got that shit over Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Like, them would be the first two niggas that I would hear anybody say is their favorite rapper. I don't fuck with either one. But as far as the streets, nigga, and that's, the streets is the basis for hip hop. Lil Durk or Lil Baby should have been winning that. If not that, then Future on here, he should have been next up. And then Drake. And then Kendrick very last. And shit, bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. I love Kendrick music. But that last CD, bro, I couldn't even make it through the fourth. I couldn't make it past the fourth track and shit. It was a rap skis. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I feel like they just now dropping hella good music towards the end of the year. I don't know what it is about Kendrick's CD, but that shit, maybe it's fire towards the end. I don't know. But I can't even get into that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit don't hit. I just listened to Damn the other day, bro. That shit was fire. Like it was back in 2017 when I first heard it. And shit, but that new shit, I can't even go. I fuck with the Pimp a Butterfly. I fuck with his first CD. Section 80 was straight. Overly Dedicated, that's my shit. That's my shit. But I don't know that new shit, Ken. I don't know, boy. You might have to get back with Top Dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit, you that PF Lane nigga, that ain't gonna hold you down. And shit, you need to go back to Top, nigga. And shit. But damn, I'm 30 minutes in already. I ain't gonna lie, this gonna be a long ass episode. This shit might be 2-3. on my academic shit, nigga. What else? Favorite female hip hop artist was Nicki Minaj. I'm surprised. I'm not gonna hold you, but I guess she did have a big song. What was that, earlier this year? But still, I'm surprised. Damn, shit, I'm fucking up the camera and shit. On my bad. I say, I mean, I hear them talk about a lot of Cardi B on this list. I don't even see how Cardi B her competition. Shit, Cardi B ain't even no hip hop artist no more. She don't make music no more. They got Meg Thee Stallion on here. She trash, but I'm surprised Meg Thee Stallion ain't win that shit. Cause bitches be on her tip. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she probably the most poppin' female artist if she drops something. They got Glorilla on here. I would say shit, she ain't got enough music out, but bitches on her tip too. And shit. Lotto on there. To be real, I don't hear nobody talking about her shit for real. But I know she is big online and shit. Well, she had that Big Energy song. I think that shit was getting pumped like crazy. It was a big song. And shit, that's she remixed that fucking Mariah Carey and shit, which is another remix of I think Mariah Carey remixed the Houdini song and shit. But also with Lotto shit, real quick, her shit got leaked. Her motherfucking, what they leaked, like 100 and something songs of hers or some shit. Maybe it was more than that, but hella songs got leaked. But this is the thing though. So 2 reference tracks came out of that, which was one for some Coi Leray song and the other one was for, what's a chick named Bia or some shit. But I guess like a nigga wrote the shit for him, had Lotto do the reference tracks to send it to the other girls so then they could spit it. And I'm like, bro, that's the problem with these fucking female rappers. You know what? Nicki should have won that shit. She should have, cause you know that's the only bitch out here that actually write her own music and shit. Even though Safari tried to say that he was helping her write at first, that nigga had to backtrack on that shit later on and shit, cause she was getting at that nigga crazy, saying shit, you ain't never helped me write nothing and shit. And I mean, it's fine though to get a bar or two, and that's pretty much what he was trying to get at ultimately. He said shit, he gave her a few bars, but it was never like he pinned no personal track. Like he said shit, he always seen her write. That's what Wayne said. He had to make sure she knew how to write her music and did not have no writers and shit. So yes, like Lotto had the shit pinned for her. She laid it down for somebody else. And then, I mean, that's just weird anyway. I can't even imagine doing that. Like, bro, I make my music here and I know that shit's just for me. Like, it's not getting passed around. If somebody do got the same beat as me, then nigga, it's a completely different song and shit. It ain't no reference tracks coming out from over here. Nah, I don't do that and shit. Unless you my nigga. Like, you gotta be my nigga for me to spit some shit that you wrote for you in like a certain style or whatever for somebody else. Like, bro, I'm not even, the integrity too high and shit. Like I said, unless it's a disclaimer at the beginning, nigga. Other than that, shit, we gotta be explicit. This is the one time somebody wrote for your boy and shit. Cause other than that, I don't do that and shit. Like, my shit, and I'm probably gonna have you as the lead artist featuring me type shit. Or it's gonna say with vocals by such and such. Like, bro, cause I'm not lyrics by such and such, vocals by such and such type shit, nigga. That monster, nigga. I'm like a monster, nigga. Word to Swiss Beats, nigga. But what else? Favorite hip hop song was that Future featuring Drake and Tim's. I ain't like that song like that, but I heard that shit everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not a place that I did not go where I did not hear that fucking Wait For You. So I ain't surprised that they won that. I say Future should have won that. And shit. Favorite male R&B artist? That nigga Chris Brown? I'm surprised. They probably only gave that shit to that nigga just cause they shut him down and shit. I think that was a fucking consolation prize. Cause like, bruh, when I say literally, Chris Brown been putting out music, nigga, they barely ever give him the dub. Like, the only place that actually celebrate his music and give him the fucking accolades that he deserved. Because when I tell you, like, when it come to singing and shit and performing on the track, period, it's nobody that's touching Chris Brown. Like, sonically, bro, like, I can turn on his CDs and it's just, bro, it's something else. Shit, that shit. I said I started pumping his shit hella back with that, what was it? That motherfucking Fortune was the first one I downloaded the first day it came out. I fucked with that Fortune. Then that motherfucking X, he stepped it up some. Then that Royalty stepped it up even more. Then when that Heartbreak on the Full Moon dropped, I tell you, no nigga R&B wise can ever touch this nigga, bro. That's when it's like the songs, the quality, everything from like the way he uses vocals, the effects, like whoever is his engineers, bro, like they getting him together, cause he'd take that old like that speaker box type sound and shit and have that shit in the background with his voice. It's like some shit. Like for the people that make music, like when you editing and you engineering, like bro, that's the type of shit I can appreciate. It's the artistry, like bro, it's so much work and he got so many layers with the vocals and shit. It's like, I know other artists out there do it and shit too, but man, when you add everything together, that shit's just a whole nother level and shit. But salute to that nigga. I'm surprised he won that shit. Beyonce, favorite female R&B artist. She should have got it. She should have won that. Hold on, they had her nominated for top pop and R&B. Ain't that cheating? Yeah, that's cheating. They should have just had her in R&B and not in the pop. I seem like the shit y'all making her lose for no reason. That shit. But favorite rock artist, hold on. It was Machine Gun Kelly. Bruh, get the fuck out of here. I don't even listen to rock, but man, fuck out of here. Fuck that nigga MGK, nigga. Saying no, but I guess shout out. He said I'm a wild boy, nigga, like I'm Steve-O. What else? Fuck them other rock ones, Latin ones. I don't care. Afro beats, I don't care. Okay, I don't care about none of this other shit on here. So, our favorite R&B album was that Beyonce. But see, I thought they had that in pop though. Yeah, they had that under pop too. I mean, favorite R&B album, like, I'm not gonna hold you. Should have been that Breezy. Like, bro, shit, I've been bumping that shit still, nigga, since that shit dropped. But like I say, it's bangers. Like when I tell you, he already got like 4 singles out there that they done played on the radio throughout the time. I think he dropped a song that wasn't on there, which is that Under the Influence. That's another one he got on the radio and shit. So it's just bangers. I'm pretty sure Beyonce do not got 4 songs off her album that's on the radio and shit. When I tell, it's something about male artists too, like, bro, it's male anything that got something to do with entertainment, unless it come to, what is it, like volleyball, cause the chicks got their cakes out or some other shit. Man, we is fucking head and shoulders above these females when it come to doing anything other than sucking dick on this motherfucking planet and shit. I'll tell you that wholeheartedly. It don't matter if it's making music, making films, nigga, being a basketball player, whatever the case may be, men do that shit better other than sucking dick and taking dick. Like, that's for females. A female always gonna do that better and shit. Like, I would never be in a situation to do it. So a female always gonna do it better than me, at least, and shit. But yeah, that was them AMA fucking award winners right there. And damn, that shit just took a minute. That was a little chunk right there. But let's look at them Grammy nominees though. I'm gonna try to make this shit quick. But shit, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, this gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long John Silver. Say nah. Damn, was that shit lame? I don't know. We gonna keep it anyways. Let's see. Record of the year is what? This some dumb shit. So what is it? Nominees for fucking record of the year is, I'm not even finna fucking go through all these. I'm gonna just name the hot ones. Maybe that Break My Soul is the one by Beyonce that they doing that TikTok shit too, but that's under fucking record of the year. They got one by Mary J. Blige on there. I never knew that she put out some shit. I'm not gonna hold you. They got some Adele song on there. Never knew she had shit out. Some Doja Cat shit called Woman. The Heart Pipe Part 5 is on there. Some Lizzo song, that Harry Styles song. I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know who won that. Album of the year. Let's see. I mean, they ain't got shit on here that I'm digging. I guess Mary J. Was that last year she put out her CD? That might have been last year Mary J. put out her CD. But you know how the Grammys work though. Like, it's pretty much the end of last year to like this month type shit. And then that's how they calculate everything. Or maybe like a few weeks ago. I don't know. I ain't even finna go over these though. But I'm gonna tell you this though. Out of all these, shit, I don't even know, bro. I just know they gonna suck hella dick at the Grammys. Guarantee. You gonna see a lot of mainstream, super mainstream, whoever is the biggest motherfuckers. They gonna be the ones taking home the awards. The ones that you typically see them sucking all on their fucking dick and shit, drooling all over their shit. Them gonna be the ones that's gonna clean up at the Grammys. But ultimately, that shit don't mean nothing. Why? Because my nigga Drake ain't submit his music to that shit. Why? Y'all ain't got no real competition in there. I don't think I seen Chris Brown shit nominated either for no Grammys. And that's how you know that nigga blackballed from that shit too. Them, some of the hottest, them shit. Which, like I said, even if Drake don't put out a fucking album, he should always be nominated for hottest motherfucking male artist. And shit is Drake. When I say he is the anomaly, I think I said that shit right. The anomaly, nigga. Drake, bro, he always up there and shit. Always, like nigga. It's never a time that he's falling off. He's always up there. And shit. Who else? Yeah, if y'all gonna put Kendrick on there, J. Cole, niggas should be on there. Yeah. Was J. Cole nominated last year then for the Grammys? Or I guess that would have been this year at the beginning. He had to have been. Yeah, he had to have been. Cause I know he had that CD that came out last year. And shit. I don't know a song of the year for hip hop though. It's either gonna be That Wait For You or shit, that motherfucking Tim's. That that motherfucking Tim's, That Wait For You. That and that Future and or it's gonna be that motherfucking Super Gremlin by Kodak. I could see that winning. Or that motherfucking that Throw Up the GLAM, that Jack Harlow, that First Class, Up in the Sky. But what else? Let's see, on to some other shit. Well, hold on, real quick. So, like I was talking about Glorilla a little minute ago, and bro, when I heard her motherfucking voice, well, first I heard that FNF song on the radio. That was like a few weeks ago, and I'm like, bro, who is Lil Bruh talking on there? Like, she sound like if y'all ever heard that Get Smoked by Lil Wayne, it's this nigga named Lil Mouse on there, like that Carly R.I.P. him, Donnie R.I.P. him. If you disrespect them, then you gonna meet them. She sound like that nigga, like she sound like a little boy rapping on that shit, like. And then it don't help that she ugly too though, like. But that bitch smack. I ain't gonna hold you, like. It's one, she got a fucking adolescent's body, like. I can't fuck with no bitch that ain't got no body and shit. And I mean, shit. I mean, motherfuckers, they can talk shit about me, the way I look or whatever. I ain't necessarily, you know, shit. Slim. I got a little gut and shit. But, well, one, I ain't fat as shit, so nobody could ever hit me with that. But two, shit, I look good, nigga, in the face. You know, I ain't gonna hold you, shit. My single days, nigga, I'm bagging bitches, nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you, shit. Said shit, I'm bagging hoes, nigga, in my fucking single days and shit. So it ain't never no problem. But that Glorilla chick, but she look like that nigga Sid from fucking Ice Age. And I know she play into the jokes, you know, she got a sense of humor about it. She know she smack and shit. But it's like motherfuckers try to hype her up like she bad. I'm like, bruh, stop it, nigga. Stop, bro. Stop. That's like, no, bro. Like, and I'm like, they ain't even attractive. Like, she talking about busting the gun and all that shit on there. Like, I understand that Apache did say he wanted a gangster bitch and we was rapping that shit. I want a gangster bitch. But we don't want no bitch that sound like no gangster when she talk. Like, bro, even when she talk normal, like, she sound like a nigga and shit. Who else? That, Krishan Rock chick. Like, I seen her and Blueface was on fucking, what is it, that Kai Cenat dude and shit. They was on his little stream and shit. Cause the Academics was breaking that shit down. Like, shout out to Academics. I'm not gonna hold you. That nigga had the fucking YouTube stream on lock, nigga, the past 2 days and shit. Last night, he was going for like, he was on there from like 9 to like 3 in the morning. Now it was damn near 4 o'clock in the morning and shit when he got off. Bro, when I tell you I was surprised, like, but that's that nigga act, bro. He can go 5 hours easily and shit. Gift the gab, man. Gift the gab and shit. But Krishan Rock, bro, I swear I never heard her talking to the other day. I always thought that she was like a cute girl and shit. I'm like, alright, shit, she got that gap, but she cute though. I'm like, I could dig it though and shit. And then when she got the tooth fixed, I'm like, nah, she look sexier with the gap. Like, I could dig the gap and shit. But she look cute though without it. But I'm like, shit, the gap is what fit her though. Like, I'm used to that. But then when I heard her talk the other day, cause that nigga Blueface had got arrested, and we'll talk about that in a second. He had got arrested and shit, and she had made a video talking about it. I'm like, bro, she sound like a straight butterhead, nigga. She a straight butterhead, nigga. I'm like, shit. Either that or she faded. Like, it's one or the other. And I'm just like, bro, I don't see how niggas fuck with these bitches that sound like dudes, bro. That want to have these nigga mannerisms and shit like that. Cause Krishan Rock also the type, like, she like always seemed like she thugged out and shit. And I mean, maybe in the gang culture, cause Blueface is a fake. I don't want to say a fake Crip. He claiming Crip or whatever shit. Maybe, you know, that's the style and shit. I don't know. It's not for me though, and I don't know no nigga that like bitches that sound like niggas. I'm not gonna hold you and shit. Like, that shit I can't even hit. As soon as she let out that moaning, I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? That shit, hell nah. But yeah, shit. Blueface shot a nigga though the other day. What they say, attempted murder and shit. It took place about a month ago at a club. I guess bro was talking that shit or something like that. He made a joke about Blueface, some shit. They said essentially that's what it was. Joking too much went wrong, and then Blueface people hopped on his ass real quick, and then I guess Blueface hit him with the blicky, and you know, shit, I think he leg shot, something like that. But shit, we'll see how that shit go. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got surveillance cams, so if it showed that Blueface was the aggressor, you know what's gonna happen to his ass. And shit. And then, oh yeah, on that little stream, they was trying to get that nigga to freestyle and shit. And he said like one bar. What'd he say? He said, too many niggas in here, it's like a hot dog stand. And then, what'd he say? He said something like it's a hot dog stand, but I done put my hot dog in too many buns, man. Or some shit. I don't know, it was some shit. The bar was alright. But it's like, other than that, that nigga had zero shit for a freestyle. And I don't know if it was cause he off the drugs, drunk, or what. But I mean, it plays into that these new niggas don't really know how to rap. Cause you hear a lot about these new niggas that got writers for them too. And that nigga Act he was off the Henny on there trying to say that he said Blueface motherfucking got some of the wittiest bars or some shit. Or what he say? He's one of the most clever rappers of all time. That's what he said verbatim. He said that this nigga is better than Wale with the bars. And I'm like, Wale ain't no fucking Jadakiss, but Wale better than Blueface with the bars. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it's not really no substance when I hear Blueface, but when I hear Wale, I hear a little substance and shit. I don't know. I guess as best as mine. But Blueface, bro, work on them bars, nigga. Been doing too much fighting this bitch, fighting other bitches, whatever you doing, nigga. Shit, leave all that dumb shit, that dumb hood ass shit alone, bro. Focus on the music. Focus on the shit that got you there, my nigga. That shit. If you want to be taken seriously as a rapper. Other than that, if he ain't trying to be no rapper, which he might not be, because he got his own reality show, and that shit been doing numbers, because they be fighting back and forth, which is crazy, because people be fine with him beating her ass and everything. He's not getting blackballed or nothing like that. But you got a Chris Brown that beat up Rihanna and shit. That shit happened. Who else they said them beat a chick? I mean, even R. Kelly, the shit that they say he do to women and shit like that, he pretty much blackballed. But shit, it's fine when it's something like that. Cause I would say they ain't blackballed Bobby when him and Whitney was going through it, but Bobby ain't never beat her shit according to the story. They just was doing drugs and they had like arguments. He said that she hit him though a few times. Closest he came to it was jacking her ass up, which I say relationship wise, bro, you can jack a bitch up. You might even be able to smack her across her face one good time. But anything outside of that, she ain't coming back and shit. So, you know, shit, he wasn't doing that. But, you know, who else fucking beat up females? Floyd Mayweather beat his bitch. Still came back. Who else? Who else done beat up their girl? Fucking Slim Jimmy from Ray Shrimmer. He beat up his fucking baby moms, nigga, while she was pregnant, nigga. And shit. Didn't nobody talk about that shit. Who else? Triple X Tentacion. Before the young brother, as they want to call him. Before that man has passed away, though. He was beating his pregnant girlfriend shit even before she was pregnant. It was like 2 chicks that came out and said that he beat them and shit. Dr. Dre, come on. That's Dr. Dre actually might be the best example of a nigga not getting blackballed. Dr. Dre, video him stumping a bitch down the fucking steps. And I tell you, that he the worst one for real out of all of them. The fact that when he was beating on, I guess that Michelet chick, and shit. That's so she say, because they say she was capping though a lot and shit. But I guess it is some truth to it though, a little bit. But they say a lot of them situations she might have been lying. But the D Barnes chick, it's a video of Dr. Dre stomping this bitch, yanking her by her hair, nigga. Bro, he was never blackballed. Even when they tried to get on him a few years ago when that Straight Outta Compton came out, this nigga put out one quick ass apology, nigga was over. People, but also Dr. Dre don't be out there like that. But he had that aneurysm and, you know, shit. I mean, maybe that's all it take. You damn near dying, people back on you real quick. You know, shit. That might be something to it. Might be something to it. But who else been beating chicks though? Trey Songz. They said this motherfucker, hold on. Do I hear somebody on my window? So who's that creeping out my window? I think it might have been the mailman. You never know shit. This that movie type shit, you know, when you look, you don't see nobody, then you just get like you just fucking you had a shit fly through the motherfucking window and blast or shit. But what they say my nigga Trey Songz did out here, they said he got into an altercation at a bowling alley with a chick, and they said he was punching her and dragging her by her hair and shit. Oh yeah, and then he had another rape case too a few weeks before that though. And shit, y'all know we talked about that months ago. It was one though, he was saying it was like 3 different females came out and said that shit, he was being mighty aggressive and forcing them down and shit like that. But yeah, that was, what was it? One of his rape cases got dismissed. That's what it was. It was expired and shit because the statute of limitations and shit ran out. But they said in New York City at a bowling alley last month, it was an employee at the bowling alley. The woman claimed the incident took place in one of the bathrooms at the event, where Songz allegedly punched her repeatedly and dragged her by her hair. The victim was taken to a hospital and treated for her visible injuries. So it's proof she had injuries and shit, but we don't know if it was necessarily him or not. They said though authorities have not confirmed a possible motive behind the alleged attack, Song's attorney maintains that he is innocent. Let's see. They said when all evidence is reviewed, Trey Songz will be exonerated. That's what his attorney said and shit. They said this is just another instance where those involved try to blame the celebrity with hopes of getting fame or riches. Yeah, I say shit. I don't know what it is. He got hella allegations and shit. They might be trying to get that nigga up out of here. Maybe he ain't playing like, what is it, playing ball and shit with him. You know, and by them, I mean them. You know, them. We ain't gonna say them, who they are, but y'all know who them is. The white man. But yeah, shit. They said that, damn. I'm looking at the article from his rape case. Damn. Apparently he raped the chick in the ass viciously. I don't even remember that part about it. Damn, they said old girl had anal tearing that required surgery. Damn. Damn. That nigga, you gotta stop being aggressive. I'm not gonna hold you. He got too many allegations. Like, I hope he didn't fucking drag old girl and beat her though. Like, bro. If so, his career through. It'll be through. Shit, and that's the man. All these R&B singers, bro, they be thugs on the little Tory Lanez, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, R. Kelly. Nigga, all these R&B singers be thugs. August Alsina used to be a thug, but now he's a fag. No, that nigga August Alsina, bro. And this nigga came out as gay, bro, with a boyfriend and shit. Like, and I see some people perping in the comments trying to say, well, he didn't say he's gay. How y'all get that from this video? Bro, he's saying that he finally somebody to share love with him in a genuine way. And, you know, he wants to do something that's going against the grain, and he like to do things that ain't necessarily in tune with what everybody else is doing. Nigga, going the gay route is what a lot of people doing on the mainstream, so you is falling in that route, you gay ass nigga. The fucking pansy ass nigga and shit. Side note, my bad. I ain't even mean to step into it that word, you know, shit. Pause. I ain't even mean to step into it like that. But shit. That nigga must have had that hex put on him by fucking Will Smith. Y'all seen that episode of Fresh Prince? He got that hex put on him. This nigga done put that hex. He transferred it over to that nigga August Alsina and shit for fucking his bitch. And I'm not gonna lie, as Will Smith, I'd be like, bro, I knew he was a faggot ass nigga, but I mean, obviously now he was fucking your girl. But it'd be like, shit, nigga, God doing you dirty. I'm not gonna hold you. Shit, if you get turned out, like, bro, that shit is fucking, according to my beliefs and everything that I've known since I've been growing up, you get turned out, my nigga, you know where you gonna turn out at, my nigga, shit, or turn up at, in the eternal life, nigga. So shit, maybe he didn't, you know, sent that nigga somewhere. It ain't no coming back. But nonetheless, that nigga August Alsina was hugging that motherfucker and shit. I'm just like, damn. I mean, and Jada do got the bald head, though. She do kind of look like a nigga now. I ain't gonna hold you. So maybe shit, that's what got him and shit. But, I don't know. It's no explanation. Because, like, I seen somebody say, well, shit, he loved Jada so much that he couldn't be with another woman, so he had to, like, that's, but they was trying to make it seem like it's some, like, serious thing, not no joking shit, like, it's a serious thing. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, no matter what, I mean, shit, I used to love somebody else before deeply. She didn't want to be with me. Nigga, I would never be gay. That shit made me want to go fuck bitches and shit. I'm not fucking no niggas. What the fuck? Come on now. Even the best pussy I hit when I wasn't able to fucking hit that shit no more. I'm not turning to no niggas. Type of gay ass shit is that, bro? I don't know what type of August Alsina, probably because the career that fell off. I'm not even gonna hold you. And shit, like, always conspiracy shit on that. Like, it's probably because, like, his career goes nowhere. He tried to fucking well, first of all, let's start back with that shit he dropped back in 2013 when he first came out. I feel like he had his run because he was on the songs with Cali. He was popping. But then the illnesses, because he had, what he got, like ALS or some shit. He got something going on, some sort of critical illness and shit that fucked him up, had him in the hospital for a minute. And that derailed his career. But then he tried to come back with the Jada Pinkett shit. He even made a song called Entanglement based around it. That's how you know that shit was for the clout and shit. But that shit did not work to get him back out there. He just did the shit with Tory Lanez and shit, where he tried to say that he didn't instigate shit. He said that he ain't say shit to Tory Lanez, but the video showed him saying, like, he don't fuck with him like that and shit. And that caused him to get his shit leaked. But even then, like, August Alsina, he been kind of looking sus for a minute and shit. And now it turned out this nigga sucking cocks. shit. Somebody say he get his shit pushed in. I'm like, damn, that nigga, bruh. I mean, he did say he love that shit. Damn, I don't want no problem with them, what is it, them transformers, them LGBT transformers. Robots in disguise, nigga. I don't want no problems with them. Shut up and fuck 'em. Shit. Cause here we say what the fuck we wanna say, nigga, and we do what the fuck we wanna do. And that ain't the end. Shit, I just have to drop that shit right there. But nonetheless though, shit. What was I talking about first? Oh, Trey Songz and shit. Yeah, we off that. August Alsina gay ass, we off that too. But with that being said too, shit, feel free to love whoever and shit. No matter what side you choose to go on, shit, you can't change how you feel. Like if that's the way he really feel though, where he wanna be with dudes now, more power to him. Shit, I ain't in the bedroom with him. Shit. And you know nobody else is, so shit, we shouldn't be worried about it. You know, I mean, this all for entertainment, for real. Shit. And as long as he come back with poppin' music, anybody can make it through the gay shit as long as you come back with poppin' music and shit. Lil Nas X gay ass, he made it through it because he came with the heaters. I ain't listened to him, but the mainstream people did. Let's see what else we got. Shit. Let's see. Dang. Whack 100. Let's see. He claimed he had chased that nigga Future through a motherfucking airport up there in Detroit. He said Future owed that nigga Trick some change, and Future wasn't trying to pay up. And they ran into that nigga out there at LAX, which is the airport in Los Angeles. For y'all that don't know. Wack said he seen that nigga Future there. And he said shit, Future is with Sierra. Wack said he walked up to him. He said, I need to holler at you real quick, partner. And Future apparently just took off and shit. That nigga just started speed walking away. Cause I can't see Future running nowhere. But Wack did have to clarify. He was like, nah, Future wasn't running. But you know what niggas would say, man, he was running away from me. Like, nah, that nigga was walking fast, though. He said this shit, like, he basically just walking fast after him. Because if you're chasing somebody through the airport, them security guards is going to be on your ass, boy. They going to be on that ass viciously and shit. So he said he was taking it easy. He said that they got to the terminal basically, and that nigga Future had just threw his phone at Wack and shit. But he said though he heard Birdman coming from the phone and shit. So I guess that nigga Future called Birdman and shit, cause Birdman is Wack's big homie and shit. That's his superior, basically. So shit. Birdman paid the debt for that nigga, what's his name, for that nigga Future and shit, apparently. But Future said that shit was bullshit. He said that's all fake. But Wack said he got receipts, you know, but he said there ain't no beef with Future and shit. He said it was just, that was like a random part of the convo that they even took out. He said shit, that was just a little ass part of, he was talking about something else. I ain't listened to the whole Clubhouse conversation that they was having though. But I did hear that shit though. And you know, Wack do be capping sometimes and shit. But I thought he was lying about that Ray J shit before with the extra sex tape, because that's what Kim was trying to make it out to be. And it seemed like it was fake. Like, I swear them Kardashians know how to manipulate like a motherfucker and shit. But I'm like, you know what? She could be faking, but I'm like, I don't know and shit. But then that nigga Ray J, he ended up coming out later on with the actual paperwork and shit. Cause I think Ray J, he was under contract where he had to, like, he couldn't disclose how many tapes it was. If they wasn't put out, he had to say it wasn't another tape. Cause he did say it wasn't no other shit before or whatever. And apparently it was a third tape that they had and shit. But, you know, fuck all that extra shit. What else? Sierra has said I don't know if they asked her about that shit, like, cause maybe like a day or two after that shit came out about Future, it was like an excerpt that came from Sierra where she was saying that one of the best things in her life was leaving that nigga Future and shit. And I'm guessing cause like out of that, our Future is a hood ass, dirty ass nigga. He playing these bitches grimy, so shit, she found that cornball ass nigga Russell Wilson. And no disrespect to Russell Wilson, you know, shit. No disrespect to the cornball ass niggas that's out there and shit. It's a place for everybody in the world and shit. I ain't gonna hold you. And them the niggas that's they gon' fucking cape for these bitches. Like, it's plenty of females that want that I guess they need that to feel wholesome and shit. They want them lovey-dovey ass niggas. Future don't seem like no lovey-dovey ass nigga. Russell Wilson, lovey-dovey ass nigga. Plus, she got married out of that. She had another baby. Also, what else? Future don't be there for the kids, apparently. He made sure that child support paid and they taken care of and shit. He making sure they taken care of. They spend time with his mom, his other peoples and shit. But as far as him spending time with them, shit, he said he don't really get the chance to. But that's because he working though. Which is understandable. I mean, shit. If you live in a house with your parent, or shit, even the woman, if you living in a house with your husband, but that nigga gotta always go to work and shit every day. He getting up, he go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. He ain't getting home till 5, 6. Y'all got that little bit of time. Ain't that's basically him still not spending time with the fucking family and with the kids? Cause he get up, he go to work, he come home, he eat dinner and go to sleep. It's not really no interactions. He's not really doing anything else and shit. And that's for some people gotta work every single day. And then when they get them off days, nigga, they chilling in the house. They still not spending no time. Or you got these other rich motherfuckers that they kids do live with them. But guess who taking care of them all day? The nanny and shit. Because the parents be at work all day, 24/7. So I'm like, shit. I don't necessarily knock Future. He got to go get it. But I say anybody, they do got to spend time with their kids, though. That's the main thing. Shit, you got to spend time. Like, time is over money. Because at the end of the day, Future could pass away. Each one of his kids get $1 million a piece. Yeah, they gonna be happy they got that money, but they gonna be disappointed they ain't got no daddy and shit. What else though? Seeing Lil Durk said that he's done this in the dead in his music. We'll see. That's the whole fucking basis to his fucking rap music. But I mean, niggas can change it up though too. Shit. You see, Snoop Dogg pretty much changed it up from gangster rap. Damn, I keep on hitting this fucking camera stand. But if anybody could change it up from gangster rap, it was Snoop. Who else? Ice Cube. He's not really no gangster rapper no more. Sometimes he try to talk tough on some shit, but he ain't no gangster rapper though. So we'll see. They say it's a possible Rico coming for that nigga. I was about to call him Young Durk. It's a possible Rico coming for that nigga Lil Durk and shit. So I guess that's why he trying to switch up his shit. Cause he been gang affiliated. He just beat a case not too long ago. I think that was like last week. He beat a case. And that's only because they pinned it on that King Von nigga. Cause King Von dead and shit. That's the nigga y'all know he got gunned down a few years ago when he was fighting that Quando Rondo nigga. And shit, in all hood shit. But that nigga Von knows shit. Apparently caught like 7 bodies, 8 bodies. He was dropping niggas. They said shit. I don't know what's something about him that he loved killing people. They said shit. He woke up and that was the first thing on his mind. That was from one of his homies. He said shit. They used to wake up. The first thing that nigga wanted to do was skip school and go catch a body. And shit, what they said one of his ops, he said he was looking to kill somebody every week and shit. So no telling how many people he actually did kill for real. And this is all allegedly. None of this shit was proven other than like, I guess this past case, that shit, they said that Lil Durk and King Von had murdered somebody. But they just ended up pinning it on King Von though and shit. Which made me think though, that Lil Durk snitch. We could be we throwing that out there, Lil Durk snitch. and shit. Y'all heard it here first. And shit, but that Rico might be coming for that nigga though. So he trying to clean up his image like that nigga Lil Baby. You see a Lil Baby speaking at churches, schools, nigga, giving out hella money, getting the keys to the city and shit. That nigga going all out to make sure it ain't no gang connections. But we know and shit. I mean, we done heard the stories and shit. Lil Baby 2 gang affiliated. He even went on the Breakfast Club, nigga, a while ago. And was talking about how he was in a gang and shit, and he was banging and shit before. And then he always had a business mindset then though. And he was saying like shit. So eventually he started rapping. He seen how much money he could get, and he just took it out the streets and flipped it into that. But everybody know that's from the hood, like, or that grew up around the hood. Nigga, it's not no leaving the streets as long as you fucking with your niggas from the streets. And he still fuck with his niggas from the streets and shit. So Rico is headed them niggas way, cause they cracking down all across the globe. Or I'll say all across the states on that Rico. What else? Shit. More crime news out here. Hip hop crime news. It was a third suspect was arrested for that Young Dolph murder, and then it was a fourth one that they threw his picture up and shit. That they looking for him. I'm not sure if he's been reprimanded already, but that third suspect though, bro got ties to Yo Gotti and shit. Apparently he's a close associate. If y'all don't know, Yo Gotti had beef with Young Dolph and shit. They were beefing. And if I'm not mistaken, Yo Gotti Peoples is the one that shot Young Dolph previously, like before he had got shot and killed. It was probably like 6 months, maybe a year before that, where he got shot at a hotel and shit. Niggas pulled up at the hotel he was at and Dolph was shooting back. But I think Dolph got shot in the leg or something like that. It seemed like everybody getting shot in the leg. Like if you survive a gunshot, you typically got shot in the motherfucking leg and shit. But yeah, shit. I mean, to be real, I don't want them niggas to get arrested. I say shit, I ain't got shit to do with it, for real. Like, I could care less what happened to them, cause they ain't killed my peoples. But I say anything that happened in the street, nigga, need to be handled in the street. We don't talk to the police over here. If somebody come kill my partner, they do anything, God forbid, say they kidnap my son, something like that, nigga, I'm handling shit. It's not gonna be no police handling shit. I am the police, nigga, and shit. I'll run this shit. I feel like anybody can be the master of their own world, depending on what you're willing to do, the lengths, like how you handle shit. And I'm always gonna handle my shit how the fuck I want to handle my shit. You feel me? I be going to get them niggas myself and shit. And I know one of the niggas that was involved with the Dolph shooting. Apparently it was another nigga that was like working with the one nigga that just got arrested. They were the two that set it up, orchestrated it. But the other dude got killed though, pretty much shot. They said Young Dolph people went straight to the place. They knew, cause they seen it was like a Bentley or something, like a white Bentley was the car that was right near the suspects. They knew exactly where that shit be at, went over there and shot up the whole place. The cops said when they found the car, it had bullet holes all in it and shit like that, and it was a dead body over there. It was a crime scene. That just happened and shit before they could get there. Dolph niggas was there before the police could get there. And that's what I always say to anybody. Listen, we need to police our own communities first before we let these white men in here. Or shit, it's white man, Latino man, we got our own man, black men out there that's willing to go against our own and shit. And I ain't even dividing on our race shit. I mean our own as in the citizens of America that need to stand up against the injustices. Like shit, everybody, bro, it don't matter what color you is and shit. You need to stand up against injustice in all types of form. Fuck what that law say, nigga. You know morally what's right and what's wrong. But what else? I should have said this before because we was just talking about the Rico. But Young Thug verse 300. And shit, they sending that 300 nigga like it's Sparta and shit. But they said they got 300 witnesses that's gonna testify against Young Thug. That's funny and shit. That just, I mean, I feel like before they announced that, because I've been seeing people say, oh, if it's 300 witnesses that they need the card and they ain't got nothing. I've been saying before that shit, they ain't got nothing on Thug, because if they did, or they ain't got no concrete evidence, if they did, it would be verdicts coming out like already and shit. The nigga would have been already getting sentenced up as many times as he's been to court for the fucking plea and the bill and shit. They would already hit him with, this evidence was found such and such, you're looking at facing such and such, your next court date will be such and such, so we can give you your sentence in time and shit. Sometimes they do it then, but I mean, he's already locked up, so they can have him come back. It's not like he's a free man and then he gotta come back for sentencing. Nigga locked up, they pulling him from the cell and taking him to court. And shit, and they look like he do all his shit over the little monitor. Like shit, I locked up at Warren County, and that's how our shit was. That's how my shit was like the first time. It was the judge, like the courthouse was next to the jail, but the judge, he was just on the little camera, and I had to speak to him from a little room that I was in and shit. But nowadays though, they just take them right across. They built a new jail, so it's like directly next to the motherfucking courthouse. So they just take them right through the little tunnel right over there and shit. They ain't gotta go outside or nothing. But we'll see how that shit play out for Young Thug. Like if he ain't do shit, but it seemed like he did, I'm not gonna hold you. And it's a lot of self-snitching on them records he been doing and shit, which is funny, cause on that Just How It Is, he said we don't talk, what'd he say, we don't talk about shit on wax or whatever. Like, as far as like the violence and the crimes and shit. But then he said shit, off that pussy nigga like he was Lennon or some shit like that. And I'm like, what'd he say? Killing all the rats and killing all the children or some shit. I'm like, bro, you basically just, I mean, you saying you don't talk about shit, but nigga, you talking about all this shit you been doing, my nigga. And shit. So it's like, you don't make no sense, Thug. He gonna have to change up his shit or just, I don't know. Bro, you can't be doing no crimes if you over there rapping about the shit. Like, even if I'm talking about like, I kill a nigga and all that shit, like, which one I'm talking about that rap. Like, anytime I say I'm killing a nigga on the song, it's about that rap shit. But, even then, I ain't got no crimes to go with it, bro. I could say, man, I walked through the block, I sprayed 30 niggas today, and then I shot this motherfucking mom in the face, and then I kidnapped his son, threw him in the trunk, and he was screaming, Daddy, I need you, And I could have rapped some shit like that, right? And I didn't commit the fucking murders, kidnappings, and shit like that, though. So it'd be no basis for them to even like come in and get me, cause it ain't no fucking crimes attached to that shit. But this nigga was talking about shooting at a nigga mama though. It might be on that Just How It Is too though. I think it is. He said that he shot at a nigga mama and shit. And that's why I'm like, bro, you snitching on yourself with the YFN shit. If he did, I mean, they say one of his mans went and shot YFN Lucci mama and shit, or shot up her house or some shit. And it's like, nigga, you just gotta be conscious, like, nigga, think before you put this shit out. What else though? Shit. I'm seeing fucking Rockstar and Take-Two made that nigga Lil Durk shut down the server on GTA. I ain't know Lil Durk had a server on GTA, cause I don't play GTA, or at least not online when I do. But apparently that nigga, he recreated O-Block on GTA Online. Cause like, yeah, you can like create your own little city and shit like that. But according to this, like he was attaching their like they GTA logo and the Rockstar shit to the O Block shit, how they got like the spray painting and all that. And I think they got like a King Von mural on there apparently. So that's like strike number one. They got that shit attached to the gang shit. And Rockstar don't want that, even though they got motherfuckers gunning down each other on the game, niggas talking violent, niggas selling drugs, crack, all that shit on motherfucking Grand Theft Auto. They got some sort of morality when it come to using gang, real life gang insignia on there, which is stupid on GTA part. That part right there is that fuck shit. But he was making his own loot boxes on there, and which is these boxes you can go and I think like either you get them when you do a mission, or you might be able to buy them and shit, which is just like the what is it, like the shark coins or some shit, maybe guns and some shit, I don't know. I'm not well versed on GTA Online, so I don't know. But he was making his own loot boxes on there for people to win like crypto cash. And that's against the rules for Rockstar, because you can't do anything to where they're finna profit, or you know, or that he was gonna profit and shit. Cause deeper on that was that he was selling tickets and merchandise in exchange for server access. So if people bought the CD, like the physical copy, or if they were to buy his his t-shirt and shit like that, then they would have access to the server. And that's another thing, like Take-Two and Rockstar saying like, bro, you can't be charging people to get in there. Like the only people that's charging niggas on there is Rockstar and Take-Two and shit. They the only niggas charging motherfuckers on there. And shit, Lil Durk can't charge people. That's against their rules, their code of conduct. He said he did not know none of that shit. Like, he had nothing to do with it. It's his peoples that's setting up the servers and shit. So, you know, I feel like he probably did know to an extent. He's on there playing the shit, so he should know to a certain extent the rules and everything. He'll be straight. I'm pretty sure they'll let him back up. He one of the biggest artists out, so I'm pretty sure that's driving in a lot of ad revenue, people to their servers, whatever, however they get paid off that. I don't know. It's DJ Mustard versus ex-wife to be. I'm not sure if they're officially divorced. So like, man, I just hate that. Like, this is the main thing. They've been going back and forth online. They was talking about like they ain't signed no prenup or nothing like that, because she was saying like she didn't want the money and shit like that. Like, she would just expect him to do right, which is what I say, bro. Like, me and my wife, bro, we ain't got no fucking prenup. If I get rich, because like old girl was with DJ Mustard before he got rich, she was with him from the bottom. I know what my wife is worth. I told her she deserved at least 35% of the empire and shit if we get a divorce. And then I still gotta pay, you know, of course, child support and shit like that. Make sure my kids taken care of. And I'm like, I probably would still set her up with a house. Like, if I'm a rich nigga like that, I'm probably still gonna buy her a house, buy her a car and shit. And then everything else she need to go ahead and handle. She'll get 35% though of the earnings that came in from before. Cause I mean, niggas gotta realize, bro, without your wife being there, or if it's vice versa for the women, without your husband being there, you're not getting shit done. Like, unless you paying for a nanny. And then in that case, you know, shit, both of y'all was doing y'all shit. But the other parent is there to help you when you need to go get your shit done. I wouldn't be able to go to work 40 hours a week if my wife's not here to take care of my son. She would not be able to go to work her 40 hours out the week if I was not here to take care of my son. So we both looking out for each other. But in the sense of, say if she gotta be here 24/7 taking care of the kid, but I'm working 24/7. If we decide to go separate ways, it's no way in hell I'm not finna give her some bread. She needs something to do something. And without her, for real, I'll probably give her the 40%. You ain't nobody getting 50% of my shit. Like, that ain't gonna happen. But Like, shit, I give her, 35, 40. Now, if I did get rich, we gonna go sign that prenup. And that's what I feel like Mustard Wife should have possibly forced him to. But they probably thought they was gonna be together forever. But I feel like people gotta operate where it's not like you're planning on getting a divorce. Cause like my wife tried to throw that shit at me, like, and I heard somebody else say their wife was trying to do the same shit. Like, oh, like you're basically planning on us not being together. Nah, it's not that, babe. Like, it's like, I'm like, it's not like that, babe. It's like, shit. I just got to plan for the future. So now I had to tell her, like, girl, shit, it's not that I'm planning on leaving you. Shit, it's like, you never know what could happen. Like, 20 years down the line from now, shit, we could decide that we don't want to be with each other no more. Like, our kids would be grown by then. And, shit, cause my son would be more than grown. But the other kids that we plan on having would be damn near grown by then and shit. And, I mean, we could decide that shit, we just want to go our separate ways or whatever. Now, if we both, say if I was rich by then, if I'm the one that then created the empire or vice versa, should have probably got that prenup. Cause shit, if I hit the lotto today, nigga, we going downtown and get that motherfucking prenup guaranteed and shit. But man, with that being said, deeper on it, I hate to see couples going back and forth online. Cause like really, y'all could have texted each other that shit. Like it made me feel like y'all doing this shit just for the clicks, bro. Like everything is just for the clicks, bro. I swear this shit y'all could text to each other back and forth, DM to each other back and forth. No matter if this motherfucker block you, whatever, shit. Still, it's multiple ways you could have another person reach out to this motherfucker that ain't blocked. Come on now, bro. Let's say the first thing on their mind is, oh, let's go ahead and throw this on Instagram. Let's throw this on Twitter. Let's throw this on Facebook. Why? Cause shit, as long as they getting them views, you get paid off that shit. When you a celebrity and you got millions, even hundreds of thousands of followers on these platforms and shit, they're paying you. Every single like, if it's a video, nigga, they gonna pay you off that shit. No matter what and shit. But I wish the best for them and their kids. I know it's gotta be tough on their kids having to see that shit play out online. And shit, them niggas get nasty. What else though? Shit. The baby was giving out free tickets to his concert. Now people been trying to clown him lately because the ticket price has been low, but he been performing at clubs though. So it's like, nigga, you can't be charging no $200 for no tickets at no club. Like, bro, you would be smoking that flocka to be doing some shit like that. But he giving away free tickets to some bitches that was working at some fast food restaurant, but they tried to play that nigga like they ain't want to go to the concert and shit. Like, basically they said nah. Like, well, I think one of them did take it, or it was like 4 people in there. 2 people took that shit, the other 2 was like, nah, shit, we cool, we don't want to go to that type shit. One girl said that shit, she just was tired, so she didn't really want to go to no concert. And the other one, I don't know, they didn't really specify. But it's like, shit, I feel like everybody trying to play that nigga. But that shit could have been set up too, though. Could have been for the clout, the publicity, like shit. Tie into his whole thing now, cause like now he's going with the black boss shit, or they trying to play him for the sales and everything, like shit. But when he was just hearing the Natty nigga, where was them free tickets then, nigga? I would have definitely took them and went up there, nigga. Cause shit, you see he throwing shoes out there, nigga. I would have Odell'd that bitch, nigga. Yeah. I would have caught that shit, nigga. But the baby straight though. He gonna do his thing. Let's see, shit. B Simone. I don't know if y'all know who she is. I mainly know of her from like Wild 'N Out or some shit like that, or She an internet personality. I know a few years ago she plagiarized the book. Like she wrote a fucking book, right? Like a self-help book. But it turned out that she stole everything from somebody else's book though. Verbatim, nigga. I'm like, bro, how dumb is this bitch, bro? And shit. Like it was a #1 bestseller that she supposedly wrote. Then they found out that it was plagiarized. So I'm just like, bro, how stupid is this bitch? And shit, but shit, she was facing backlash though, cause she said she don't shower every day, and I know what she getting at. She's saying like, bro, she probably shower like 5-6 days out the week, but like shit, if you ain't doing shit, what's the point of taking a shower? And I'm the same way, like, bro, I'm a shower 5 days. I work 5 days, so I'm a shower after work each 5 of them days. And if I'm sitting in the house, bro, on my off days, and nigga, it ain't no need to take a shower. Niggas gotta pay for that water, nigga. What you mean, shit? Waterworks, nigga, they charging, nigga. Shit, yeah. I'm pretty sure B. Simone ain't no dirty, stinky ass bitch. Like, she is celebrity, black celebrity, you know, shit in the black community. If you stink and you get inflamed, I'm not gonna hold you and shit. I'm pretty sure she getting dick. I'm not gonna hold you and shit. So niggas probably would be out here saying that she stank if she ain't taking no showers, because people took that shit around with it like she a stanky bitch. I doubt it. Even somebody like I say Lizzo, that's big. Like, bro, I seen a video of her the other day. I'm like, bro, this bitch eating hella. Like, bro, it look like she bigger than she was before. But even then, I'm like, I'm pretty sure her pussy don't smell like no fish. Like, and shit. One, like I said, celebrity, nigga. If you stink, they gonna be on it to point that shit out that you stink. And trust, I done been around some big girl, like in school, bro. It was this one big girl. I ain't gonna say her name and shit, but it was another one, cause one of them is shit, my homie sister. But nigga, they would come to school smelling like straight fishy swaz, nigga. Straight wolf pussy, nigga, for no reason and shit. Well, I ain't gonna say no reason. They had something going on and shit. But that shit was nasty, bro. One of them, I remember she used to get up from the desk and you just smell hella fish. And I'm like, bro, the fuck? Like, bro, that shit smell like hella Alabama fish and chicken, nigga. I'm like, the fuck? Bitch, you stink. Like, yo, mama ain't tell you, nigga, before you left the house? And then my nigga was over there playing with her titties and shit. I'm like, bro, you not gonna tell her she smell like fish, nigga? Cause like shit, she got up and he got rubbed her with the 2 fingers right there, like on her shit. I'm like, bro, you don't smell that stink? He was like, no, I ain't even noticed. How, bro? She smell like straight stank ass puss, nigga. And shit. But with that being said, I doubt any celebrity bitch is some stanky. Definitely, let me be more specific. Any black celebrity that ain't super whitewashed, that look like they fucking grew up at the end of the cul-de-sac and shit. Trust, they ain't no stanky motherfucker. Cause if so, they get inflamed every day. In this black community, nigga, you stink, we flaming your dirty ass every day. What else do I got on this list? On the docket today. Cause shit, we had a lot. Yeah, around 40 in. I'm damn near at the end though. What else we got? Shit, Young Blue. He was on Angela. I'm about to say Angela Simmons. What's her name? Angela Yee and shit. Oh, Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club. You know, my favorite morning show. She got her own podcast called Lip Service. She been doing that shit since before she had The Breakfast Club and shit. But Young Blue was on there, and the whole premise of the show is you go on there and talk sex, essentially. That's what I always got from it. It was a little too, I don't know, they be talking about niggas' dicks too much on there for me to listen to. I ain't trying to hear that shit hella. They had my nigga Wiz on there once back in the day, and they asking him about his meat size and shit, and I'm just like, bruh, I don't want to fucking hear this shit. Like, I'm trying to hear a Wiz interview to hear him just fucking around and talking about music and shit like that. Like, nigga, I'm not trying to hear about no meat sizes and shit. But Young Blue was on there, and Young Blue was saying they was asking him about like what's the kinkiest shit he ever did or some shit. He was saying he had like the sex robot toy. So it's not no blow up toy like motherfuckers think from back in the day, you know, the blow up doll that was on the TV shows that motherfuckers be fucking and shit. It's an actual life like type doll that you could smash. I done seen them, bro. I done been to Hustlers before, and you know, shit, they got the pocket pussies. They got our actual pussy, like it's, you know, shit spread out. Like you could grab the ass and hit that bitch from the back. They got, or you could flip it over and be dipping in type shit. But he had to fall down though. He said it was weird, cause it was like, he said to him like fucking a dead body, cause you know a dead body is motionless type shit. He ain't saying he done fucked a dead person before, so he know. But you know, for you dumb motherfuckers out there that think that shit, cause I've seen people trying to run with that narrative. But yeah, he was saying like that shit just was weird or whatever. Like he had got it cause he wasn't trying to cheat on his girl and shit. And then people tried to flip that on him too. So I mean, if I was your girl, I'd be saying, so you planning on cheating? I'm like, bro, he's not even saying that. Like, bro, I said the same shit. Like, I got the pocket pussy some years ago and shit. The fleshlight, whatever you... Nah, it ain't no fleshlight. It's a pocket pussy and shit. Because the fleshlight, it's like a fucking light tube on the end that you hold. The pocket pussy, nigga, straight gel. You... Like I said, shit, that shit come in handy. Like, it do wonders. Like I said, if you want to not cheat on your bitch, nigga, shit, get a fucking pocket pussy. It's gonna come in handy when you need it. But people were saying he weird. I mean, I done thought about getting a sex doll before too. Like, I done thought about getting a vagina before, and I'm like, shit, that's for. If I'm shit, I'm a man. First of all, I don't even want to say that. I'm a whole ass hoe out here in these streets. It's shit, or I was. So I'll put it like this: I love bitches. Like shit, full. What is it? Full force. Love bitches like wholeheartedly. Shit, love these hoes. But wifed up. So only thing I can do is look. I can't touch. I can look though. I can't touch. And since I can't touch, I'ma touch that motherfucking fleshlight and shit. That motherfucking pocket pussy. I keep that on deck. So, you know, a salute to Young Blue. You know what? We normalizing the fucking sex toys for men and shit. You know, all that shit. I might have to start my own line and, you know, start selling to my niggas out here. Cause niggas do still try to act like that shit weird. I know a couple niggas on the personal that said that they might possibly would use one. I'm like, shit, for me, bro, like, if it didn't feel good, I wouldn't recommend it. And that shit feel good, so I got to recommend that shit. What else though? Shit. Charleston White versus my nigga T.I.P. Harris, nigga. Mr. Clifford Harris, the king. Well, he used to be the king, cause I'm the new king around these motherfucking streets, nigga. But oh no, he did say he the king of the South. I'm the king of the Midwest, nigga. Shit, but nonetheless, what happened? Shit, T.I. released a motherfucking track. He was featured on somebody's shit where he was dissing Charleston White, and then Charleston White came back with a track. And it was smack. It was like some parody shit, like some Uncle Ruckus shit. Like Uncle Ruckus would have made a track and shit. Damn, shit, my bad. Like if Uncle Ruckus would have made a track, he would have fucking dropped that same shit. What he said, I don't know. He said some shit. It was some smack shit. Let me see. I'm gonna get the snippet for y'all. Let's see, Charleston White. Oh, that nigga live on somebody page right now. Oh, and apparently like T.I. he blackballing that nigga Charleston White though. He apparently done went to certain publications like, you know, podcasts like Poppin' Pop podcasts like black ones and shit. Like that Say Cheese one, or what they say like Drink Champs and Gillian Wallow. He done told all them like not to even bring up Charleston White. Academics said T.I. told him that too, but he told Tip like, shit, Charleston White just too entertaining for real. And shit, for him to be doing that, like, he said, shit, I mean, it really all depend. Hold on, this it. He said, do the visitation. Let me see if they got it. Okay.
So y'all had to pick between the two.
Okay, that shit was like way knocking. Hold on, do we got the full thing? Hold on. That nigga shit, man. Oh, this our T.I.?
So far from great white folks adopt you. Leave no drink, cop police don't need no mace. I see your face. It's a teachable moment. We can see what he want. I tell my son, tell that fuck nigga he got it if he the opponent. Listen to me, his death is life. Every time he open his eyes, another funeral he listens cause a coward dies. 1,000 deaths, look at how far he done brung himself. Give him enough rope, he will surely be done hung himself. Listen, country nigga seen a bunch of nigga ate up in the street like the munching nigga. Head swole like a pumpkin nigga, got a new banana for a monkey nigga. Hold up, I've been stand up, nigga, ran up, they get level. Where's my shovel? Never will be on my level. Tell the truth to shame the devil. No brake press or gas pedals, all I know. Niggas say they bet the house is ass pedals on the low. Hey, what a day. My son responded, what a fuck niggas say. I end up on the internet going back and forth with a J. Using never was, suck a dick to get a dub, nigga. 9-11, come and get them. I know who they were, nigga. I got standards. King of the South, get your ass stop trying to call.
Okay, that nigga Tip doing his thing on there. Okay, I'm fucking with that T.I.P. one. That nigga T.I.P. probably just put that nigga Charleston White in a body bag, nigga. Cause Charleston White shit is all like, it's gonna be for comedy. T.I. really on that shit though. And I don't know, shit, Tip, he fell off lyrically and shit, sonically. But that shit that he dropped on that shit, nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. That's that T.I.P. Let's see. T.I. this. What's the name of that song and shit? It's damn, they ain't got the actual song up here on YouTube. I don't know shit, y'all. Just search up that motherfucking T.I. diss Charleston White, but I'm fucking with that shit though. That's it though, music wise, man. Shit, I'm finna try to start discussing more movies on here, because this is the entertainment podcast, supposed to be shit, but we only be talking music half the time, and I'm trying to branch out, have my other shit, because I fuck with the Marvel movies, I fuck with them DC movies, I fuck with movies in general. Like shit, I got me a Cinemark pass, nigga. I go on a regular. Shit, going to the movies been a staple since a young child. But shit, I went to see that Black Panther 2 again. Wakanda forever, nigga. Shit, I went to go see that shit again the other day with my man Sir Quest. Pause. I keep on fucking hitting this shit. I can't stop from hitting this shit, nigga. I went to go see that motherfucking Black Panther 2. Shit, still a good movie. I'm still fucking with it. Still some good ass shit. Y'all still need to see that if you haven't seen it. But if you ain't see the first Black Panther And if you ain't seen Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, you might want to take it back a little bit. Go ahead and run that shit back. Disney Plus, if you ain't got it, nigga, you get the first, 30 days for free, my nigga. Shit. Run that shit back. But shit, I watched Black Adam as well the other day. Downloaded that bitch. Kick-ass torrents, you know, for if y'all need the scoop. Kick-ass torrents. Everybody should know. Kick-ass torrents and shit. But they finally dropped that HD version. Cause I was not paying to go see that. I'm not gonna hold you. And but that shit, it was solid though. The Rock was straight in there. For real, I would say this is probably the best DCEU movie and shit. I'll say the CGI pretty good. Cause if you look at Aquaman CGI, the fucking Batman vs Superman CGI, Man of Steel CGI, bro, like for a Man of Steel CGI actually was alright. But Batman vs Superman CGI, trash, boo boo. Justice League CGI, boo boo. And shit. And then it's like just the way everything looked. That's the only thing that's different. It's like camera angles. Like I'm like, they need to take some tips from Marvel. And now they got that nigga James Gunn there, so maybe he can help them out with some filming tips. But it's like camera angles is what DC need to work on mainly and shit. Cause I feel like they shoot shit so shitty. But with that being said, hold on real quick. So yeah, I mean, I've been seeing like people trying to compare the two. I have to say off the rip, I'm gonna put Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever over Black Adam. Cause one, shit, I wasn't even willing to pay to go see Black Adam once at the theater. I was willing to pay twice to go see Black Panther 2, nigga. I even bought my mama a ticket, nigga. I even paid for my son to get a motherfucking ticket, even though I knew he was gonna sit on my lap and he wasn't even gonna use the seat, nigga. Like I said, shit, people who think Black Adam better than Black Panther 2, y'all probably ain't that invested in the Marvel cinematic universe, to be real. I think like pretty much any MCU movie, you need to be invested in the series a certain amount at least, and then you know, shit, for real, just take that at this point, because they movies different. Like unless they introducing a new character, if it's somebody that's already established within a universe, then you can bank on that it's gonna pretty much be a continuation of something else. And if you ain't really caught up, you're gonna be kind of confused and shit. But yeah, shit, y'all check out both of them though. Black Adam and Black Panther, they both solid movies. Black Panther 2 though, I can't say that it's phenomenal, but it's a good ass. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I'm gonna have to probably give it an 8. I'm gonna give that Black Adam like a 6.5 probably. Maybe a 7. Nah, 6.5. I can't do no 7. But what else? New Shang-Chi movie announced. It's called The Wreckage of Time. So Shang-Chi and The Wreckage of Time. Shit, I'm interested whenever that shit drop. I think they said 2024, maybe. Cause it's supposed to come out before that next Avengers, that Kang Dynasty and shit. So I'm interested. That first Shang-Chi, nigga, I fucked with that shit. That's probably one of my favorite movies of Phase 4. Cause the karate and shit, like my nigga was whooping ass and shit. It was like a kung fu movie mixed in with fucking superheroes and shit. And I mean, Shang-Chi's supposed to be like the world's greatest fighter, like best martial artist type shit. So it makes sense he was trained up by his daddy Wenwu. Nigga, shit, the motherfucking nigga with the 10 rings and shit. So now, I mean, we get to see where them 10 rings possibly came from, because they saying that nigga Kang might have been the nigga that created them and shit. And Kang is a nigga in here, though, so I can use that word nigga for my nigga Kang and shit. He was the one that made the fucking, the rings and shit, apparently. And he made them quantum bands, the quantum bands from fucking Miss Marvel and shit. But what else though? Thor, his new movie got announced, and people thought like, cause Chris Hemsworth, he came out saying that he gonna take like a little break and shit after the next Thor movie, cause he said he really don't know where they could go. Like, he said shit, they might want him, you know, to take the back seat. But his next movie is called The Battle of Gods and shit, and it's like if y'all watched that Love and Thunder, spoiler alert, nigga, if you didn't, and shit, at the end, that nigga Hercules showed up, which is Zeus' son. He was sending Hercules at that point to go ahead and fight Thor. So it's gonna be, you know, another thing where them two niggas fight each other. But then Thor is stronger than all these niggas, pretty much. Like, Thor got the experience. He didn't gain the knowledge and the power to pretty much, I mean, shit, that nigga put a hole through fucking Zeus' chest, nigga. He didn't kill him, but he put a hole through that nigga Zeus' chest, which was the top god. So Thor is gonna become one of them top main god ass niggas and shit. Where he what is it? Damn, I forget the name of the fucking place where the gods stay at. Is it Mount Olympia? I don't know if they call it that in there. I don't think they call it that in there. But basically it would be like Mount Olympia in the Greek stories and shit. You know, where all the gods stay. And Thor is basically gonna be there. They said that's gonna pretty much explain why he ain't in none of the movies later on, other than popping up time to time and shit, cause he's gonna be older. But I mean, I thought that'd be perfect for him, for real. Like, I was thinking that already. Thor could be one of them niggas, like literally, he could become the oldest nigga in the MCU. As in, he's been there since the beginning. He's a god and he can't die and shit. Definitely not now unless they find some other type of weapon to kill him and shit, cause shit had that fucking god butcher sword. What was it, the Necro sword? But they destroyed the Necro sword at the end of the last one, so shit, you know. What else? Shit, I seen Disney fired their CEO Bob Chapek and shit. And I've been hearing, like, so this was like last week before he even got fired. Like, shout out to Screen Crush, you know, with Ryan Airy. Shout out to Everything Always. I think the dude name on there is All Ears or All Fears or some shit. Shout out to the Cosmic Wave, or not, the Cosmic Wonder. And Emergency Awesome. And shit, I watch their pages religiously and shit. All Marvel updates, shit like that. I got them 4 in rotations. I used to fuck with New Rockstars, but then they changed up the personnel in there a little bit, and I wasn't really fucking with the new personalities as much. But New Rockstars is pretty good too. If y'all did want to watch a channel where they break down a lot of the MCU shit, they go way more in depth than I ever could, and these people got the knowledge on the comics too as well. So I mean, it kind of help with knowing the source material, because you could kind of be like, all right, well, this makes sense why this happened in the movie. Because like with that Black Panther Wakanda Forever, a big problem with a lot of people was that they felt like it was too woke, because like the women pretty much had ran the movie, but beforehand Ryan Coogler was already saying that next one, even when Chadwick was still here, he was saying that the next one was going to focus more on the women of Wakanda and more places within the world of Wakanda and shit, like versus just the Black Panther. But giving, you know, Chadwick's untimely death, RIP to that man, shit, Shuri ended up taking up the mantle. So now, for the people that had a problem with, you know, Shuri taking up the mantle and everything focusing on these women, I mean, shit, Shuri took up the mantle in the comic book series, so it actually makes sense. It's not like they just doing this shit for some woke shit. It's actually a part of it. And then T'Challa, Chadwick actually died in real life, so they didn't have no nigga to just bring back in. They didn't want to just recast him and shit, even though it could have been a variant from somewhere else, but that would have caused more backlash than anything else. That would have been, oh, well, he's not as good and shit. Unless it gotta be somebody that's universally loved. Like, the only possible way they could have had another nigga playing Black Panther is if Killmonger became Black Panther, and then he said that he's the new T'Challa and shit, like some shit like that, like, or he come from another fucking, another fucking universe type shit, and he's saying, like, basically, he was the one switch positions, like, he was the one who, his daddy was the one that was king and shit, instead, and, vice versa type shit. But what else? Oh, and then, like, if y'all watched the first Black Panther, like, he had nothing but females around him. So, like, it makes sense that this one followed more on the females, because, like, shit, I'm like, with that first one, shit, Black Panther had his mom there on his side always, sister there on his side always, Nakia, which was his wifey, on his side always, and he had shit, Okoye, General of the Dora Milaje. And even then, people had a problem with, like, them whipping ass. But I'm like, shit, one, that's comic book shit. Two, they based on a real fucking, if y'all watch The Women King, how they had, like, the female warriors and shit, the Dora Milaje is based on that real life group of female warriors. Also, I'm like, shit, they show them going through the training and shit like that. It's not like these bitches is just fucking, they come out the womb knowing how to fight. No, they actually trained up, got weapons and shit. Just think they got fucking vibranium weapons. So they beating anybody ass for real outside of Wakanda and shit. Damn near. But Okoye is trained up. And I'll say this too, like, with a female, if she's athletic, she could probably get with most dudes, like, not strength-wise. If you got the strength, you gonna body her shit. But she gonna be able to hit you with some flips, slips, dips, whatever, all that shit, and do her thing and shit. But yeah, I fuck Black Panther 2. It wasn't no woke shit though. It literally was one of them sad type movies though. Like, shit, motherfuckers dying left and right and shit in there. Then they made it sad with the presentation. I'm not gonna hold you, but it was still a good movie and shit. Get to see some new worlds, fucking Talokan. Get to see that and shit. That boy Namor in there, shit, he fucking shit up. I could care less about the Riri Williams character. Ironheart, I really could care less. And the only thing is cause I feel like they only breaking her shit cause they ain't got Iron Man. That's the only reason why. And it's not like Ironheart was made, bruh, she wasn't in no comics 20, 30 years ago. If I am mistaken, Ironheart was just created in 2013 and shit. Let me see the first publication. That's the only thing, like, with that one, I feel like it's like that woke shit, possibly, with Ironheart. And I was like, that's period. Yeah, she was created in 2016. So it's like, that's already when, shit, that women empowerment shit, or whatever, like. And I to be real, Black Panther 2, I'm pretty sure that did kind of, play a part, the women empowerment shit. But I'll say the main source material is what led to the movie being hella female oriented. The Ironheart character being in there, I feel like they could have did without that. And that's woke shit aside, that's female empowerment shit aside, I feel like she was just that stereotypical black chick, kinda. When they try to have that person, like, go too hard with, like, the stereotypical black shit, and it just end up coming off as, like, not funny and cringy. But you see all them white people there in the audience laughing at it, that shit made me feel weird, like. But anyways, back to Disney firing they motherfucking CEO. So that nigga got fired because, shit, I have been hearing that he was the cause of, like, the MCU basically going downhill, like the CGI not being as good, because he don't want to cut the checks pretty much for, like, the big budget for the graphic effects team and shit, or he might not approve certain things that go into the story, like certain elements, like certain characters. He still gotta sign off on shit. Like, he the CEO, so he cut the checks for them and everything. But when them checks get cut, it gotta be certain expectations being met as well. So he decided to, they say it was like amicable. He was stepping down, but really Disney told that nigga, pack your motherfucking bags, nigga. Have your office shit. Pack the fuck up, nigga, by the end of the week. Cause they brought back Bob Iger. Which I've been hearing about Bob Iger, nigga, since I was a little kid and shit. I remember they had him on that Family Guy and shit when they was at Disney World and they tried to kidnap Stewie. They had him working in the little concentration camp. It was like, Kalima, Kalima, Kalima. And tried to grab that nigga Peter chest and turn that shit. That nigga Peter said, bitch. He said, something about the forefathers, and then pushed that nigga down into the motherfucking river, and that nigga got ate by alligators. And then Peter was like, oh, well, he'll be able to make it back to Sunday dinner and shit, or some shit, or he'll be back next week, some shit. Because Bob Iger did pop back up later on. He was one of fucking Carter's friends and shit on Family Guy. But enough with that, though. That nigga CEO again, and apparently he was the one that was like really working with Kevin Feige, though. They said like that new dude that they had didn't really want to come and collaborate with Kevin Feige, which Kevin Feige is the guy who, he's the head of Marvel. He'd been there apparently shit since them first Spider-Man movies back in the early 2000s. Like, he was working on them. Like, he was assistant director and shit like that on the projects and other little things, like, but big up. But then eventually he became the CEO of the MCU, like, and shit. So I mean, that's great. He been there forever. Him, Bob Iger, been there forever with Disney. My nigga, shit, do the thing and shit. What else? John Wick. I seen they got a John Wick 4 coming out. I had never seen John Wick until shit, like 2-3 days ago. Like, shit, one of my homies, like, he fuck with him heavy and shit. So, you know, he tried to get me to watch him a while ago, but shit, they ain't have him on no streaming service, and I went to download it, and when I downloaded that shit, it was in like Japanese or something, and I was like, bro, I can't even do it. I'm like, fuck it, it must not be meant for me to watch it. But now they on Tubi, so shit, I turned on we watched the first 2 the other day. I'm fucking with them and shit. I'm not gonna hold you, they straight. I think the second one's not as good as the first one. It's not. I think, but it's like a continuation of the story. Like, I fucked with the ending of the second one. The whole movie's good, for real. But I like how they all tied in. They pretty much picking up where the last one left off to a certain extent. I'm gonna watch that third one soon though, and then when the fourth one come out, we might go to the movies to watch that shit. Who knows? But what else? Seen the trailer for that Mario movie finally, and I know they've been dropped that, but I seen it when I went to the theater the other day for the first time. It looks straight. I mean, they got a solid ensemble. It's an animated movie though. I think Chris Pratt played Mario, but I seen Seth Rogen in there too. There's somebody else. It looks straight. Shit. Lastly, shit, we coming to an end here, but I gotta give a RIP, man, to the motherfucking White Ranger, nigga, the motherfucking Green Ranger, nigga, Tommy motherfucking Oliver, nigga, Jason David Frank. RIP to that man. Shit, I can't believe that he committed suicide. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, he just didn't seem like the type, based on like anytime I heard that man talking shit like that. He didn't seem like the type. The stories that I hear about him always, cause I know shit, that nigga stayed at them Comic-Cons and shit, any little fucking conventions and shit, cause they got Power Ranger comic books too. Shit, don't get it twisted, but any type of little shit like that, superhero conventions, that nigga always was there. I see people posting with them getting the signature and shit. They say he committed suicide, and I'm like, damn, that shit crazy. Like, that shit was weird. Like, bro, that was like, that's childhood right there. Like, I'm not tripping on him like when Kobe passed, but like, or when my nigga Mac Miller passed, but I'm like, shit, nigga, that's childhood though. Like, RIP to him. Even though, with that being said, with the suicide thing, man, my feeling is I always prefer that you stay here on this earth and you try to figure out your issues and you work it out. I feel like it's more power and more strength in working through your issues versus you taking the easier way out, or I gotta say it. I gotta be real with it, man. I say it with everybody, taking that pussy way out and killing yourself, bro, and shit. Like, and I had a friend that, RIP to my homie, my brother, and shit. Like, he said he killed himself too, and I'm like, bro, I wish he ain't take that whole ass way out, cause like, since the beginning of time for me, I've grown up knowing that you kill yourself, you going to eternal damnation and shit. And I don't want that for anybody that I fuck with. I hate for anybody that necessarily suffered through it. But if that's what you gotta get, then you gotta get shit. I hear that, like, I grew up on suicide is no way you coming back from it. You took yourself out, so it's no way to repent and make up for it. So therefore you are stuck in eternal damnation. Nonetheless though, to anybody that, if y'all going through mental shit and you feel like you can't make it, man, go get that help, please. Like, I wish my homie, my brother, I wish he would have hit me up. I wish he would have answered my phone calls, man. Cause shit, I truly wish he was still here today. Like, that shit hurts still to this day. Like, man, I be feeling like I be seeing him around and shit. Like, but I wish he would have called. And if anybody, man, y'all got issues, I hope y'all call. Go get the help that y'all need and shit. Talk to somebody. Even if y'all watching this podcast, y'all here, y'all need to hit me up in the comments, whatever shit. DM me on IG, Prototype513. Or not Prototype, that's my old shit. DashCast513. Please get that help, man, cause shit, trust, it's not anything on this earth that you cannot make it through. And shit, as long as you got the strength, you got God up there, man, shit, you can make it through anything. So peace and blessings to everybody. With that being said, man, cause shit, I know it just started to get a little eerie. I almost down there started tearing up talking about my homie and shit. Man, shit, this is still the place where we say what the fuck we want to say and we do what the fuck we want to do, man. I hope everybody have a blessed rest of the day. Shit, everybody be easy. Keep clear-headed, clear-minded, free-spirited, headed towards the highest potential without bringing harm to other individuals or thyself. Shit. Thank y'all. Peace.
Big Dash, I don't care if you mad, I don't care if you happy, I don't care if you sad. You